Helloing my ladies and longs, and welcome to a horizontal installment to my series I started out on YouTube Shorts, check out or stay away from, because make love to and piss off wouldn't have had mainstream appeal when regarding to advertising this series. Any case, this is a series of mine where I just want to share some of my thoughts on some games I've been playing because I like having more videos uploaded onto my channel so that it doesn't look as barren as the second Lanky Box YouTube channel. And to just give you a quick summary of the games I've been playing while I work on larger projects. So enough beating around the bush, which truth is we haven't been beating around long enough with because this video has only been going on for 30 seconds. RuneScape Dragonwilds is a survival game set in the beloved world of RuneScape. You can look at this game essentially as the avowed to OG RuneScape's Pillars of Eternity. And whilst I never really have ever touched the original RuneScape games before, primarily thanks to a shit ton of horror stories I've heard about this game needing to essentially become a second life in order to play properly, I can thankfully say without a doubt that Dragonwilds seems to be a much more forgiving experience when your time is concerned. Also, when it comes down to my experience playing survival games in the past, I've played most of the well-known ones, but I have to say that Dragonwilds has to take the cake when it comes down to a bunch of different factors to make it a pretty damn good game, and why I personally think it's going to be nominated as one of my favorite games of this year. And this is also probably one of the easiest games to get into if you're looking for something to wet your feet if you've been thinking about jumping into the genre. Those factors primarily for this game being ease of use, reward for dedication, and satisfaction. Now, what do each of those mean? I don't know, I just came up with them now. Ease of use, I'll say, comes down to the way how the game decides to handle certain things like gathering resources for you to craft the various tools you'll be using throughout the game. Now you see, you can put in the elbow grease and just do everything manually, which oftentimes can be the cure for insomnia, but after a certain amount of time and XP later, you're going to be able to unlock spells which pretty much automates the processes like chopping down trees, mining stones, and building stuff. This just makes the whole hassle of gathering a lot of materials at once just to build one single thing a more streamlined experience, and I wish more games had something in similar nature to this. The closest I can personally think of is the Goat Calvin from Sons of the Forest. Rest easy, my good friend. And these spells also go hand in hand with the game's second factor, the rewards for dedication. Every single thing that you do in this game rewards you with XP towards certain skills that you can look up in this tree. Whether that be the lumberjack shit, mining shit because you're not in fucking Minecraft, hunting and combat. Everything that you do will eventually reward you in various different ways if you just keep pushing. And just like a TikTok or YouTube short, it's like a constant dopamine hit that constantly rewards the players with even more goodies that helps make the gameplay experience just that much more enjoyable, instead of giving you brain rot. And lastly, satisfaction. It's fun to kill big furry lion men. And maybe a large sense of that satisfaction when it comes to the combat side of things can be coupled with the fact that this game takes on a much more Souls-like approach to its gameplay, with different kinds of weapons as well as parrying and dodging, but I do still feel like the game has a lot of aspects of satisfaction even in the prior two segments I already discussed. Now, besides all of that, this game is also a pretty damn good looker if I do say so myself. Although, just because I am a pussy when it comes to anything intensive on my PC, I decided to crank DLSS to the max to see if I can save on resources, but trust me, this game does look good nonetheless. Funnily enough, this game also runs on Unreal Engine 5, and despite my dislike for this engine, it can at the very least crank out good games graphically. I mean, just look at Expedition 33. There were some frame drops, sadly, thanks to this here and there. Even the friends that I played were telling me that when they looked directly down at the ground, there were a lot of frame drops, but that isn't something that really happened to me, leading to me thinking that I have the best PC on the planet, and I shouldn't be wasting my time playing with a bunch of people who are clearly beneath me. So, if you couldn't tell, I recommend this game. The game currently goes for $30 on Steam, which is pretty steep for a game in this style when you consider games like Valheim go for way less and pretty much offer up a pretty similar experience, but I'm pretty sure that's primarily thanks to this game being attached to the RuneScape name. But now the biggest question as well to ask is, will this game eventually lead me to trying out classic RuneScape? Well, only time will tell. But there is money to milk from that. But in any case, if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Please let me know what you guys think about me bringing over the checkout and stay away from into this video format, because I just really want to put out some more content, and I don't really have all the time in the world to make long-form videos on this, so while I'm busy working on bigger projects, I'm going to be just using these to fill in the gaps, and it's been pretty fun. Just let me know in the comments below what you think of this format, or if there's any other games that you would like to see me cover in this series. But in any case, with all that out of the way, I've been John from the channel with the freakishly long name. Once again, if you like the video, video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. If you want to help support the channel and see more of these kinds of videos, please consider maybe joining the Patreon or becoming a channel member. And special thanks to top-tier Patreon supporter as well as top-tier channel member Eric and Mr. Aftonboy. Any case, I've been John from the channel with a freakishly long name, and you guys have yourselves an amazing day. I will see you guys in the next video, or stream, or whatever thing I can use to milk your time and your money.